Hey, what's up, everyone? John here, Chief Motivator over at Method 3 Fitness, and I'm back with what is going to be an awesome digital learning experience. So I can't wait for you guys to dive in. I'm here with Travis Barnes of Journey 333, which was formerly Journey Fitness. And Travis is the CEO of that company. He's got 4 locations, and he's about to embark on a very exciting adventure in 2019 with franchising even more locations. Yeah, so more lives change, baby. I love it. So welcome, Travis. Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on the show. It's an honor to be here.
So today what Travis and I are going to dive into is a lot about improving the way you think. So the mindset and the strategy behind how to make 2019 one of your best years ever. And I know that a lot of our partners at Method 3 and just anyone watching this really, as you embark on every year, there's a certain feeling of just newness and excitement as you're starting a whole new year with what you're going to be able to accomplish. And a lot of that, for a lot of people is, how can I take better care of myself? How can I, finally achieve my goals and lose that 20 pounds and just stay consistent with my workouts finally? And that's what Travis and I are going to dive into, because for as long as I've known Travis, he has achieved some incredible things in his life. He's got a book, actually, if you ever want to read all about it. And he's one of the best planners, executors, and motivators, I think, that I know. And so I'm really excited to have him share some of his strategies so that you guys can take some of this awesome information and really apply it to 2019 and hopefully, forever after that. So Travis, just to start off, if you want to kick it off with maybe a few of the tips or strategies that you would really advise people to take a look at, do as it comes into 2019 to really achieve their goals.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, thank you for that plug. We have the book Journey Fitness talking about our journey. Everybody has some adversity to overcome. And so we shared the adversity that helped us start our business. And now we have a book called 52 Amazing Journeys, which is what we'll be talking about today, is how you can have an amazing journey, right? The first thing that we got to do is we got to be smart about it. Now, if I'm talking to some fit pros out there, then the fit pros are going to say, oh, I understand SMART goals. But, it's not all that common knowledge, right? Common sense is only so common. Sometimes we say, like, oh, I just want to lose weight. Well, lose weight, how much weight? See, a SMART goal means that it's specific, that it's measurable, that it's attainable, that it's realistic, that it's time-bound. So to just kind of shorten that up a little bit, you can't just say, I want to lose weight or be more fit. You're never going to call up your coach and say, hey, I got great news. I'm more fit now.
Right.
I've hit that goal. So lose 30 pounds and lose 30 pounds by when? If it's going to be realistic and attainable, then it's probably going to be 1 to 3 pounds per week. So maybe you're going to lose it over the course of like the next 3 months. So, you start off January 1st and you're like, okay, then 3 months from now, I'm going to be down 30 pounds, right? So, just kind of advance that 12 weeks. So you're there at the end of March. That's one thing. It's good to have a SMART goal, but honestly, that's just superficial, right? It's superficial because it could be a very specific, it could be a very measurable goal, but what's going to drive you? What's going to make you get up every day and do it? What's going to keep you going after most people quit? Only 8% of people achieve a New Year's resolution. Only 8%. So crazy. 92% quit. There's 2 of us on this call right now. We might not even make the cut. But what we're saying is only 1 out of 10 people, right? So how can you be that 1 out of 10? How can you be part of that 10% group? Well, you have to ask yourself why, and keep asking yourself why. Why do I want to do this? Because you got to get emotionally connected to that goal so that you don't hit snooze on the alarm clock too many times and not make it. So there's such a big yes that no's come easy. And what I mean by that is you don't have to say no to so many things if you got just a really big yes, right? And your big yes comes from things that are just very emotionally connected to you, right? It's okay to say, I want to like what I see in the mirror every day. I want to have confidence in me. When I feel better about me, I feel better about others. If I can love me more, I can love others more. Mm-hmm. Or maybe if you're doing something that's even more medical, maybe you can be like, I realize that with this high blood pressure, these high blood sugars, this cholesterol levels, whatever it is, I realize that with this excess weight that's giving me sleep apnea, that I really am probably going to die sooner.
Yeah.
And nobody that I know of, nobody in their right frame of mind is trying to get off this planet any sooner than they have to, right?
Yeah.
So like, what if it's just to live longer? What if it's to be around for that spouse? What if it's to be around for the kids or for the grandkids? Let's get emotionally connected. Let's ask ourselves why so many times that we are just so strongly connected that we got such a big yes to this goal that it was like a driving force that we have no problem waking up to every day.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, be smart, but be emotional, right?
Absolutely.
I think that those are.
Well, and I think just to reinforce that, you know, I think a lot of people, we talk about that all the time with our partners, and when people are actually like, even before they even enroll with Method 3. And that's the one aspect. I love the way you said it, though. It's not necessarily finding your why, it's finding your big yes, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that emotional attachment is so important, and yet that's one of the biggest pieces of the puzzle that everyone misses, right? They're not taking the time to even ask those questions, right? They're not taking the time to do it. And sometimes it's because they don't really want to go that deep on themselves, right? And the fact and the truth of the matter is, when they do, they uncover these big yeses, and it will fire you up, right? And then put those things front and center where you can see them, so you can just keep that drive going and motivation behind the goal. Because if not, you know, then it's just these random words that you wrote down, like you said, for your SMART goal. It's just a superficial thing. And it's like, okay, well, if I get there or not, whatever. And it's like, well, no, that's not true, because, you know that if you get down there, you're going to feel better, you're going to look better, you're going to have more confidence, you're going to play with your kids more, you're not going to be winded and feel embarrassed when you can't run around with your kids. Like, there's a lot more attachment to it, right? Or like you said, you're going to live longer, right? So, yeah, great stuff.
What if we looked at it like a race? Like, what if we looked at it like a race? Like, you know, sometimes you start a race, maybe get a little tired, and you're like, oh, man, it doesn't matter if I finish, right? Because maybe it was just you out there running. But what if your wife and kids were waiting at the finish line, and you would never see them again if you didn't finish, right? Like, I mean, because here's the idea.
That's great. I love that analogy.
I mean, think about it that way, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, if you don't finish a race, that's a real possibility. It's a real possibility that you're not here as long as you could be on this planet Earth to make a difference in their lives and in the lives of others. And so you need that motivation. You got to ask yourself why, because then you'll not only finish the race, but you'll finish the race in record time, right?
Yeah.
You get very connected to why, and now you'll be setting personal best and finishing the race.